Alrighty. I am here live on YouTube. Waiting to see if anybody shows up on here, but I don't see anybody yet. I'll just hang out here until somebody shows up. But yeah, I guess I would just talk about, how things have been, health update, life update, whatever you guys want to know. If anybody wants to know anything. But so hello. I'm just here hanging out, waiting to see if anybody shows up. Just to hang out and chat. Looks like still waiting for anybody to come up, but yeah. So sometimes life just throws these unpredictable things at you, and you don't see them coming. You don't see, this difficult thing that you nonetheless have to face and deal with. So, I think life continually presents those things. Not all the time. Hopefully, you're not perpetually in a rough spot, but that's going to happen from time to time, and that's the reality of life. So, da, 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 da. Stuff is going to happen, and we just have to deal with it. But things are going to happen, and that's life. But so what matters more is how you deal with it, how you deal with the ups and downs. And like me, I didn't expect to go through all the things that I went through, and sometimes was shocked at what was happening. But you adapt, you learn to deal with the situation at hand, and then you press forward. And I'm grateful to be on the other side of it. I'm grateful that all of my scans have been coming out clean, and it's been 5 years. It's been 5 years since I was diagnosed. I finally passed that mark, and then I've been in remission now for 4.5 years. So once I hit like 5 years, then like 5 years in remission, then at that point, like my chances of a recurrence go way, way down, right? And so, okay, looks like some people showed up. Hi, where are you from? I am from, so I live in Austin, Texas, United States. Hello, I'm in Mexico right now and a little scared. Yeah, it's crazy what's happening down there. I hope you're safe. Take care. What part of Mexico are you in, Braxton? I hear it's different in different places. Like some places it's pretty dangerous and other places it's pretty normal. So I'd be curious to see, where you are and how it feels there. But yeah, no, fixed agenda or topic for today. I just thought I would come on and say hi and give you guys a life update or health update or whatever it is you guys are interested in. I don't know if some of you are here from my whole cancer journey, or if people are here just randomly, or so if you guys have questions, just put them in the chat. But yeah, I guess I'll talk about that, because sometimes life gives you something really hard to deal with that you didn't see coming. And for me, that was a cancer diagnosis. At the age of 37, I was diagnosed with stage 4 colon cancer, and I was absolutely floored. I didn't know I didn't see it coming at all, and I was totally shocked. And so I ended up having to have emergency surgery like right away. And then I had to go through chemo for like, what was it, 6 months, and then had to have another surgery on my liver. And it was an ordeal. And they told me that I would have like a 20 to 25% chance of surviving, and I'm still here. So, um, yeah, it's a heck of a journey. And but anyways, so yeah, so you're in Jalisco. They have armed cars. It's really like dangerous. Gosh, Braxton, take care. That is that's a frightening situation. I hope you stay safe and you know, do whatever you need to do to protect yourself. It's totally yeah, weird situation going on there. Um, but yeah, what do you guys want to talk about? I can talk more about my whole cancer survival journey, or I can talk about how to deal with hard stuff in life and how to like bounce back from it, or I can talk about um, you know, men's mental health and men's perspective on the current state of affairs, what it means to be a male in our modern society, and all the complications of that now. um, so it's totally up in the air. But as I was saying, yeah. So I eh, I don't know how I somehow came through, but I'm grateful to God, the universe, whatever it is that, for whatever reason that I survived stage 4 colon cancer, and I'm still here, and I'm grateful for it. I'm happy, um, and I want to make my life mean something, because I feel like it's a blessing to come through on the other side. And so, I know a lot of people are out there going through similar things, whether it's a health diagnosis, whether it's cancer for them or for their family members, or other health issues. And I know the toll that it can take on you and how it can totally turn your whole life upside down, and leave you just totally a wreck from that. It changes your entire life, your perspective, your values, your what you place importance on. And I think for me, um, it gets harder to get caught up in all the silly arguments and debates and uh, the heated rhetoric that's going on in our here in the U.S. And I just really don't have an appetite for it. I don't have a desire to get into like political arguments and debates, because having gone through what I've gone through, it just seems so pointless, meaningless to argue those things. And anyways, that's a whole rabbit hole that I could go down. But let's see. You play video games? No, unfortunately, I don't play video games. Sorry. Do you? It sounds like. Uh, Sub Trader, hi, God bless you. Thank you. Yeah, grateful. Any suggestions for me so I can stay safe with cancer still, since I'm still young? Oh, so Braxton, so you are, uh, do you have cancer? Or are you saying like to protect yourself from cancer, from getting cancer? Not clear, not sure exactly what you're saying there, but um, yeah. So if you don't have cancer, then yeah, do all the things that you can for your health, like eat lots of fruits and vegetables, exercise, limit the stress that's in your life. If there's something in your life that's really stressful, whether it's a job or a toxic relationship, or I don't know, anything in your life that's really stressing you out, find a way to deal with it, to cope with it, and to possibly change the situation if you can, whether it means like leaving a job, or severing relationships can sometimes be hard, but sometimes it's the necessary thing to do, because you have to value yourself, and you have to respect yourself and love yourself enough that you're willing to protect your health and well-being. And I know a lot of people you know get caught up in drinking, smoking, eating unhealthy foods, and you have to think, why do we do these things to ourselves? Like, why am I mistreating myself, and why am I abusing my own health? Because that's really what it is when you're doing those things. And I know from firsthand experience because I've been there. And I think it comes down to self-love. Like, if you really learn to love yourself, and it's harder than it sounds. Like, a lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, I love myself." Yeah, totally. But then the things, what are you doing that's actually hurting yourself, right? Like, why do you do the things that you do that are detrimental to your health, to your success, to your well-being, to your career growth or your relationships? And I think we all do it. We all self-sabotage at one point in our lives. It could be in multiple different ways. It could be for a short period, or for years and years. But I think that's a journey, right? Like, learning uh, to love and value yourself so much that you are willing to let go of those things, and to take better care of yourself, and to put in the effort, that because it takes work, it takes energy and effort, right? To cook the healthy meals, to like get out of bed, put on your gym clothes and go do the workouts, and then to like, you know, eat clean and refrain from eating all this processed junk and sugars, and to turn down the alcohol, and the party scene and all of that. It takes a certain amount of discipline and willpower, and you have to be aligned with like who you want to be, and care about yourself so much that you first have to resist those things, but eventually then it's like you don't even want those things anymore, because you care. Like, you can get to a point where you care so much about yourself, and you value yourself, and you love yourself so much that you lose a desire for things that are not good for you. You kind of like, I lately have been losing a desire to like drink alcohol, or to eat a bunch of sugar, like to eat ice cream, and all these things that, it's fun in the moment, right? But then there's always a price you pay. There's always the consequence of indulging in that thing. And and once you kind of really get into a space of self-love and self-care, and seeing like the benefits and results of how good you can feel, right? Like, how good it feels to be healthy. Once you get a taste of that, then you start to see all those other things from a different lens, and they're not as interesting anymore, honestly. I mean, it doesn't mean that I don't have a drink from time to time, or eat a little bit of chocolate here and there, because there's a certain amount of moderation, but there's a line there, right, of what you don't cross anymore, and the way you participate in those things. And it's an ongoing journey, right? Like, for me, I'm still kind of developing that part of myself, and letting go of these vices that sometimes like will come back when I'm having a rough patch in my life, or going through a lot of stress, and um so it's not like things change completely overnight, and you like don't do anything at all ever again that's detrimental. Like, we do little things here and there. We go out and maybe stay out late one night, maybe have a drink with a friend or something on a special occasion, or but not doing those things on a regular basis, right? Like, it's different. And so I'm still on that journey myself, but I'm really enjoying how good it can feel to feel good. And I don't want to be like hungover or bloated, or just feel like crap after making those bad decisions. It's not, once you realize the price, it's like you've been buying this thing over and over and over again, and then you finally take a look at the price tag and what it's costing you, and then it's like, no, I don't want to pay that price anymore. That's not a, a good trade-off for me, and I'm not willing to pay that price anymore for the momentary diversion and entertainment, or whatever it gives me. I'm not willing to then feel like crap the next day or the next 2 days or whatever the consequence is. So, eh, and once you start to build momentum too on the healthy path, like for me, I've been losing a few pounds and feeling more like energy, and my workouts are going better. And so, like, I'm seeing progress, I'm seeing results. So then once you get a taste of that, then it's like, well, why would I want to go and drink like a big margarita or something, um, or eat like a big bowl of ice cream? Because it's not going to help me get to where I'm going, and this train's already moving, which I think is the important thing, is to get the train moving in whatever direction you want to go in. And once it's moving, then you have some momentum, you can ride along it. But but you have to get the train. And I think we all have a train that's moving in some direction or another, right? We're either going towards our goals and our vision or away from it, and so if you're making decisions that don't get you closer, that don't move that train in the direction that you want, then you're doing yourself a disservice, and you totally can do that. It's a free world, and you can choose whether you want to indulge and treat yourself, or eat and drink things that are not good for you, and you can do that, and you can enjoy the momentary bliss that comes from that. um but what I found is that, and I will totally acknowledge I've done that myself too, and it is fun in the moment, right? But what I found is that the price you pay for it just really is not worth it, and there's something bigger, something like more rewarding on the other path, right? The path of self care and self love, and being focused and disciplined, and working towards the kind of person that you want to be. The rewards there are just so much greater and fulfilling than the ephemeral, like, dopamine high that you get when you're indulging or whatever happens in the brain. um, but so, okay, I'm gonna catch up on some of these messages because I didn't read them for a while. um, let's see. You have a great sense of humor. May God continue to bless. Thank you, Neil. Just watch your shorts. I don't know which ones you watched, but hopefully they were good ones. Thank you, man. You're the best. Yeah, of course, Braxton. Take care. I'm glad you. Thanks for being here. I hope you're well in Mexico. What else did you say? 100. Dude, I could talk to you for hours. Well, I'm here. Like, yeah, we can talk about whatever you want. But yeah, so, I mean, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Joseph Rea. I live in the US, in Texas, in Austin, on the outskirts of Austin. And um, yeah, I am 42. I'm a cancer survivor, stage 4 colon cancer. I am in tech, so I do like, I've done software, I've done like embedded systems, I've done technical documentation. I've been a life coach at one point. I did door-to-door sales, selling solar panels. I've done a lot of different things, and it's not your linear trajectory. I'm also a writer and a wannabe comedian, maybe. I don't know, maybe in the next life. But yeah, that's me. I like to lift weights. I like to go running when my knee is not in pain. I like salsa dancing, jazz music. What else? Eh, I like deep conversations with people I care about. I like thinking about the deep questions of life, and finding meaning and purpose in the things that we do, and finding ways to like love ourselves and be in integrity with ourselves. There's something about living your life in accordance with your values, um, that speaks to me. And, I strive for it. I strive to be, um, the kind of person that I want to be a kind, generous, respectful person who who uses this life to contribute and lift people up, you know, in whatever way that I can. And sometimes I lose focus of that. Sometimes you kind of get caught up in the chaos of the modern world, or the pursuit of success, or you know the feelings of sadness or grief or loneliness, and all these things that kind of just weigh you down. And it's sometimes it is hard to kind of crawl out of that. But um I try to always stay focused on the things that matter, and to give myself what I need to feel that sense of uh, positivity, and that life force inside of me, to keep it like alive and strong. And it's not always easy in this modern world, right? It's crazy. There's just so much going on. Um, but uh, that's why it's so to me. That's why it's so important to do all these things, right? From the clean eating, and the exercising, and the meditation, and these pillars of self care that help keep you grounded and sane. Um, so let's see. Neil saying, I cannot tell you how spot on this is for me right now. It's insane. Yeah, thanks, man. Where are you, Neil? Where are you located? Or is it Neil or Nell? I'm trying to read that. Nell 289. Yeah, let me know where you're from and what's going on for you. Uh, yeah, it's an ongoing journey. It's a process, and there have been times in my life where I didn't take very good care of myself. There were times where I mistreated myself, where I drank, smoked, stayed up really, really late, like deprived myself of sleep, ate crappy food, um, allowed really toxic or unhealthy relationships to, persist in my life longer than they should have. You know, I've done a lot of things that were not good to myself. I can acknowledge that. And um, I want to take care of myself now. Like, I want to do what's best for myself, so that I can serve other people, that I can shine my light brightly, and create positive ripples out into the world, right? Because if I myself am struggling, or, you know, um, self medicating, or um, just like not respecting myself, or treating myself poorly, not taking good care of myself, then I have nothing to give to anybody, right? Then my bucket is empty, and I'm just, and that's why I think why so many people are just, they're just trying to take from others, and it feels like a lot of people out there are selfish or self-centered, because they're trying to get more for themselves, because they are not giving to themselves the way that they can, right? So then they have this deep, like, hole inside of them. So then they have to go and, get all these things externally to fulfill themselves, to make them feel better. So, I mean, could you imagine what the world would be like if people just stopped doing that, right? And just, like, gave themselves what they needed to be calm and content and happy, and then they could just, you know, love other humans. I know it's a radical concept, but uh, let's see. Uh, so Nell, you're in California. Cool. My sister's in California right now. She's doing a travel nursing assignment out there. But I'm gonna go visit her in a couple of weeks, actually. So looking forward to it. But anyways, so you're saying serve other people is so beautiful. I'm on a similar journey, just taking better care of myself. Found freedom in God after 29 years, but it's definitely a journey. Awesome, awesome, brother. It, that's awesome. So yeah, it is a journey, and glad you're taking better care of yourself. And yeah, because our lives are precious, and you can do so much with it if you really um, live with intention and live with like a clear sense of who you want to be, uh, um, and take care of your health and well-being, and um, respect yourself and the other people around you, uh, and just live from a place of love, you know. And I think you really can make the world a better place, even if it's just through small little things on a daily basis, right? Um, yeah. What else? What else you guys want to talk about? I feel like I'm rambling now. I haven't done like one of these YouTube lives in forever. Um, and frankly, I was like, I don't even know if I have anything to say, but why not just get on and just see what comes out? And I miss it. I miss this kind of uh, conversation. Even though sometimes if nobody's on, it's like talking to yourself. But whatever, like it's all good. And I like it. I enjoy it. I enjoy it. And talking to you guys too, hearing what you have to say, hearing your stories. It's we can inspire each other. We can like help each other out with our life lessons and like sharing what we've learned along the way. So, um, what else? Um, I signed up for a Spartan race because I always work better when I have like something to look forward to, or um, like a big goal, or like an event. So I decided to sign up for uh, a Spartan race in May, and I did one a while back, and I can show you my medal from when I did it. Uh, but this is my Spartan medal. I don't know if you can see it there. Um, but I did that a while back, like in it was 2019. So it's been a hot minute since I've done anything like that. Um, but I've been doing like this. I've been doing this class at my gym that's like cardio strength. It's like really intense but fun, and it's twice a week. And so I've been doing that. So I had that today. It was a lot of fun. I did a 3 mile run on the weekend, which was good. And I hadn't ran honestly in a while because my knee's been bugging me. But I was like, screw it, I'm going running, and it was fun. I enjoyed it. And what else? Yeah, just trying to like get better sleep. I have a lot of sleep problems, so just trying to work on that some more as well. Just doing all the things, right? Doing everything you can to stay on top of it. But yeah, that's it. All right. Well, I think I might drop off soon and go maybe watch a show or veg out for a little bit. But yeah, I hope to do this again soon. Like maybe Maybe I can do them like, I don't know, every couple days or something, or go to sleep. Yeah. Yeah, eventually I need to go to sleep. Um, and yeah, maybe I can do these like more often. That'll be fun. Yeah. Um, okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Good to see you too. Nice to meet you here. Nell or Neil or yeah, you too. Take care. Thanks a lot for joining. Um, and yeah, I guess we'll just call it there. You guys take it easy. Hasta la vista.